Good morning, TGIF. Happy Friday. The kids have no school today because it is parent-teacher conference week, or it was last week, so they give the teachers a day off so that they don't have so much overtime. But my husband had to work. So I am without a vehicle today. Both of our cars broke down. So the Expedition, our white car, the heater is just completely stopped working, and it's just dangerous to drive because it's so cold here. The defroster doesn't work. So, I mean, it's not even so much about like my problem with getting too cold too fast. I mean, because there is that, but then if you can't see out of the windshield, it becomes a problem, and you can only scrape it and wipe it, so much. My husband has been taking that to work because he doesn't work far. And so he was able to do this at the same time he was driving, which I don't recommend. It's not safe. But he didn't want me doing it, especially with the kids in the car, and I have further to go because I had so many appointments last week to get to. But so I was driving the car, and so our Expedition, I believe, is 2009, 2010. We bought it used. It's completely paid for. And then the Toyota, the Camry, is a 2008. His parents gave it to us, so we don't have any car payments at all. But something's wrong with it. It stalled at a couple stoplights, so I'm not really sure. So it's freaking out because it stalled at a stoplight. Cars are honking, and I got it to start again, but it feels like it shakes. So I don't know. It's the check engine light for the traction, because it's front wheel drive. I don't think it does well when it's really icy outside. So I don't know if maybe that's why it's coming on. I'm not sure. So since the kids had no school today, I made sure that there was no appointments today. When Adam comes home on his lunch break, I'll follow him over with the car. We'll take the Expedition over to the shop, because I feel like that one needs to get fixed first, because that's the one that fits all of us. And fingers crossed, hopefully it's not a ton of money, because we've replaced the whole heating system, and it's still not fixing it. So I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Our CD changer is in there, and we've got CDs stuck in there, we can't get them out. But randomly sometimes it will just be driving, and then it'll shuffle the CDs, but it won't play them. It scares the crap out of me. Or the radio will just come on and it's static because the radio doesn't work. So I kept asking Adam, do you think those things are connected? It's something in the wiring? And he said no, but we'll see. Because I have a feeling it's connected. And hopefully he can take the car in to get it read. At O'Reilly's, they can put it on something. They can read you what the code is for why the check engine light comes on. And my husband's really good with cars, so hopefully he'll be able to fix that and figure that out without us having to take it into the shop. But I mean, the heater on the car situation, because it's the air conditioning too, it's been happening since summertime, and he's tried several different things to try to fix it, and it's not fixing. I don't want to say it's not fixable, because that's why we're taking it in today. But so because we don't have a car, I'm hoping that it's kind of a relaxing day, just because it's been so busy, and I've been really anxious, especially with having to drive the other car and it stalling and not working properly. I'm just keep feeling afraid that I'm going to break down. but thankfully that didn't happen. So the plans today were to take my daughter Tiffany over to Sam's Club to see if she can pick out some frames. I looked online and they are cheaper, and she could probably still order some online of the other kids, but like for my eyes, because I need the bifocals and my eyes are so bad, I was just worried. I just felt like I really needed to try them on. Like trying them on online just didn't seem like a good way for me to go. So I did find some frames at Sam's Club, and they told me something interesting there that I'm surprised the Vision Center didn't tell me. So most of my glasses that I have right now are kind of like the bigger frames. Here, I'll show you. So like the bigger frames, they're wider. I mean, they're trendy, they're cute. I like them a lot. And my last two pairs are wider like this also. But I was telling the guy that I just never seem to be able to figure out the bifocal part. Like when I try to keep them on when I read or look at my phone, excuse me, I end up taking them off because my eye can't find where I need to look. And he said it's because I'm getting them too wide here, oops, and down here. So my eye, there's extra space. So my eye doesn't know where to go. So he recommended a smaller frame. So I just felt like, I don't know, I like the bigger look on my face. And he actually told me, he said I had an oval face and I could wear any type of frame, like round, square, or rectangle. And they'll all look good on me, which almost makes it harder to pick out a frame, especially when you have bifocals, because you know you want to wear what's stylish. So the frames I picked out are a little bit smaller, like on the sides and right here, and they've got the nose piece. So hopefully they work better, and my eye can train where to look. I don't have to take them on and off like when I read. So I don't know. We'll see. Kennedy got all the kids got their glasses back that the Medicaid paid for. And so Kennedy's been trying to get used to hers. She says I need to go get them adjusted because I think they're too tight back here, because she keeps saying her head hurts right here behind her ears. So we shall see. I thought about making some bread today. I haven't made bread in like a year. I put the mixer in my... and I hate it because my red mixer, my KitchenAid, I love the way it looks on my counter. I ended up putting it in the pantry because our refrigerator broke, the ice maker part, and I was reading online and talking to several different people that a lot of times like it'll start leaking and you won't realize it when the ice maker part breaks. And so I didn't want it leaking. We don't need that right now. We've already had that happen. So we just turned it off completely. And we bought like a little ice maker at Sam's Club. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks, just so we can keep ice in the freezer. So that it makes it, and then we just dump it into the ice maker, and then you can still like push the little lever down and the ice will come out. But we have to make it ourselves because we turned the ice maker part off. So I don't know what's wrong with it. It wasn't working right, and it was making really weird noises. So we were going to call somebody to come service that, but we decided not to, because when we get our tax return, we're going to get rid of that fridge. It's like, what, 3 years old? First of all, they gave us the wrong one. We waited, I think, 2 months to get it, and then they delivered us the wrong one. And then when they installed it, it created our first leak that we had here in the utility room, and we had to get rid of a lot of food that got ruined because it hit like all the boxed food. And there's a video on it from like 3 years ago. And then it was the wrong fridge, so it was the wrong colors, and then it didn't come with like the meat and cheese drawer that we ordered. And so we kept calling, and they kept saying they were gonna replace it and they were gonna send us the drawer, and nobody ever did anything. It was awful. We finally just kind of gave up, and now the warranty is expired. So I think when we get our tax return, we're going to get something different, and we're going to get something smaller that doesn't stick out so far, because we do have a freezer in our garage. So, and then with the kids getting older, I just feel like we don't need that much space in there anymore. I mean, when they were younger, it was a lot more frozen chicken nuggets, and the fridge part was a lot, like we'd have like 3 gallons of milk in there at once, and it's just not like that. So we decided we're going to get something smaller, cheaper, pay for it with cash when we get our tax return. So I don't know what we're going to do with this fridge, sell it for really cheap, but you know, obviously let the people know that, hey, you need to get the ice maker doesn't work on it. So there's that. And I feel like it's kind of been a rough week. Somebody had mentioned on here that I don't seem like my usual happy self. I don't know. I try to keep things real on my channel, so I'm not going to fake it if I'm not feeling 100% happy all the time. I don't think anybody does. I am thankful, obviously, for all that we have, but you can't compare your life to anybody else's. And that goes the same for, because people always talk about don't compare your joy to others, which is definitely true, but don't compare your sadness to others either, because you're important. And if you're feeling sad or depressed or anxious, but you look, oh, well, somebody else, you know, doesn't even have a car, or somebody else, you know, got kicked out of their house. Well, I mean, of course you have empathy, right? But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't feel what you are feeling, if that makes sense, because you are very important too, and you're human. So you're going to have those feelings. And I feel like I really do try my best to find the silver lining in every cloud, and to be an example to my kids with that. You know, sometimes life is hard, and that's just, you know, part of life. I feel like everything breaks at once. It comes in threes, it seems like. So our fridge, both of our cars, that's how it usually goes. But I always try to like keep, you know, my faith, and know that God always gets us through the hard times. And you know, we've got tax return, we call it Taxmas coming up, and with one more settlement, because we're still dealing with that with my husband's work injury coming up, and I don't know how much that's going to be. And so I like to make little lists of, you know, first we're going to pay down, because we were using our credit cards again around Christmas time, and we're going to have to use it again today to fix the car. Hopefully it's not a huge amount, to pay off all of our debt. Maybe it'll be big enough that we can pay cash for a newer car, because I just don't want to keep dumping money into cars. That almost like defeats the purpose. I don't know. So we'll see. I know my husband got a couple quotes on solar for the house to see if that would help with our utility bill because of the heating situation and stuff. We are in disagreement because it is another loan. And like, he did the math, he broke down how much it would cost, like how much we spent over the last 2 years. And in the summertime, it's way cheaper. And so the solar bill that we would have every month for 25 years, it just didn't seem like we were saving that much. And I just don't believe that it would go down to zero, like the utility bill. And he's trying to say that it will. I don't think it will. My thing is, if he really wants to get it, we should start a sinking fund for that. And who knows, maybe the settlement will be huge and we can just pay for it with cash. Because if that was the case, then yeah, then you're definitely saving money. But to me, you're just replacing one bill for another, and you might save, you know, a few $100s during the summertime. Because during the winter time, we're still going to have to turn on the ceiling heaters and the floor heaters, because he got them working in the basement. So I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference. But it's almost like he's reading the sales pitch. I don't know. I told him we really need to research it more, because they have this whole thing. If you get it now, then you don't have to pay for a year, and then you get like a tax credit. And the guy was like, make sure you use that tax credit to pay towards the solar. He was saying, don't go do what my brother-in-law did and buy an ATV with it. Well, obviously, like, we wouldn't do that, but I don't know. I just don't think it's smart. I would rather have a loan to put like the mini split in the house, like the heater and the air conditioning. I'd rather have a loan for that, because then I feel like that's where we would probably see more savings. I mean, yeah, if we could pay for the solar in cash, like, or almost pay the whole thing, and so that because it was going to be $250 a month coming out of our pocket. I think that's high. I'd rather have a car payment for that much a month, because like we need new cars more than I feel like we need that. I mean, I don't want to do either, but I don't. So we're kind of in a disagreement about it. So I was like, can we just wait and see what our tax return is going to be, what your settlement might be, before we make any huge purchases like that? And then I also read that, because I don't think we're going to stay here forever. I really don't. I read that having solar on your house, because as soon as you put them on, it goes down in value. It makes it harder to sell your house, because obviously if we moved in the next 10 years, that's not going to be paid off, and they have to attach it to the loan. It just makes it harder to sell your home. That's what I've read. I just feel like we need to do more research. My husband, because we both have ADHD, when we get fixated on something, we are fixated on it, and we want it now. And so he is that way too, and I try to be understanding, because I get that way too about things. Of course, they are on a much smaller scale, like stickers, like Happy Planner stuff. Like, I need to buy everything right now because I have to have everything. So I mean, I get it, but this is we're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars attached to our name for a very long time, and that scares me. So that's what I mean, like, it's more than going to get like a new used car. I'm not talking about a brand new 2024 car, but like a new used car, maybe having a car payment for a few years. We're talking like years. So I don't know, maybe we'll win the lottery. Not that I play the lottery, but maybe our settlement will be a lot of money and we can do something like that. And then, yeah, that would definitely save money if you're paying for cash for something like that. I don't know. I'm rambling. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while, so I just wanted to jump on here. I've been feeling very creative. Can't get my straw. And I keep hearing these songs that I could use on YouTube that I feel like I can make like little videos to. I feel like my viewers don't like those videos as much, but I love making them because it's just memories for my family. So I might work on a couple of those in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try to be more consistent. Last week was hard. Also, like with YouTube, because I have the arthritis in my hands and I'm editing off my phone. I don't have a laptop. That would probably be something that I would want to get with our Taxmas money, because I don't have one. I feel like it'd be easier to edit because I'm holding the phone when I edit, and it kills my thumbs right here. I'd like to get rid of this iPhone. It's the big one. I'd like to get a smaller one, but I don't think we're going to do that anytime soon. So I kind of took a break from that last week too, because I wanted to let my hands heal, because when I did the Icy Inferno vlog for the city, it's a very short video, but you have to remember that I think the whole thing before I edited it was like 45 minutes long. It is a lot of editing and switching things out. And then I was also editing the city's drone footage. I don't own a drone. I wish I did, but they allow me access to their drone footage so that I could incorporate it into the city vlogs, which is very nice of them. But it killed my hands. I did that last Sunday and it just wrecked my hands, and I had to give them a break. Like, I was barely even coloring. It was hard for me to write in my journals. I sent out a couple of pen pal letters, and so when you get them, I apologize because they're sloppy. Because my hands hurt so bad. So that was another reason why I chose to take a week off from doing these kinds. But actually, these kinds are easier to put out because there's not much editing that goes into them. Good morning. Are you ready for your egg now? Yeah. Do I need to change you?
No.
Are you going to show everybody what you look like in your glasses? Nope, you're just gonna drink Dad's water. What else was I gonna talk about? Oh, turn that off, please.
No, it's too hot.
Yeah, that's just the light.
I want my tablet.
Okay, no, you don't need your tablet. You got... What do you have to do to get your tablet back all week? Mike, it's the candle. We took Kennedy's tablet away for a week. She's not in trouble or anything, but she was kind of going backwards in the potty training. If you're new to my channel, she is autistic and has some like delayed stuff that comes along with it. So I felt like she needed a break from the tablet. It was becoming bad. She has ADHD too, and with autism and sensory issues, she gets very fixated on things as well. And she was wanting to do nothing but stare at that stinking tablet, and it just got to the point where I was like, this is not healthy. She wasn't wanting to eat. She wasn't wanting to use the bathroom. She didn't want to go to school, which is very unlike her. So we had to step back and take a break from it. And every day she asks, where's my tablet? And honestly, my husband knows that I will cave with that kind of stuff. So I don't even know where it is. So I cannot give it to her. He has hidden it very well, or he took it to work. I don't know what he did with it. But she's been using the bathroom more. She's been a little bit better at like getting up and going to school. She's been better at school because even her teacher was telling me that she was like, oh, I want to go home. And she never does that. She has been playing with her toys more. Like last night she took out markers and scissors and like she was doing art. So she was just having it way too much. Like it was pretty bad. Like taking it from her, like it was like meltdowns, which she hasn't had in a while. So I don't know, like, because usually she was pretty good. Like we set the timer and she, you know, maybe watch a couple YouTube videos or play a couple games, and then she's put it up herself. And I don't know what happened. It seemed to like progress from like the end of Christmas break, and then we had those couple of snow days, and this like boom, like she just was glued to her hand. She wanted to go to bed with it. It was the first thing she wanted in the morning. So the tablet has taken a little vacation. Oh. Anyway, that was way off a subject. What else was I going to say? I'll try to get a video of Kennedy and her glasses so you can see that, because it's so cute. And Jillian's glasses look really cute on her as well. Tiffany got the same frame. Me and Adam's glasses are ready to be picked up today. So the guy at the car place said our car might not be done this weekend, so I don't even know if we're gonna be able to go to church on Sunday, which kind of sucks because it was family picture day. So I was gonna make all the kids come to at least get a family picture, but we might not be able to go because the Toyota only seats 5. So what else? I wanted to go. We might probably still be able to go to Sam's Club tonight, because I feel more confident with Adam driving the car in case it stalls or shakes, like he's in the car with me, to pick out Tiffany's glasses and pick up our glasses, my sunglasses from the Vision Center and Adam's sunglasses. My glasses from Sam's Club probably won't be ready for like another week. We do need like a few groceries, just like milk, you know, things like that. I kind of want to go to Winco because we haven't been to Winco in a while to get like fruit and vegetables. I don't like really buying that stuff at Sam's Club. My kids were like on a banana kick, and so I bought bananas from Sam's Club last week, and they're all turning black. That always happens. Or they'll get on like a lunch meat kick where they want like turkey and ham to make sandwiches, and then I just threw away a whole thing of turkey that wasn't even open, that was like $8. I had to throw it away because it had mold in it. I was so mad. Oh, teenagers, I'm telling you, I can't keep up. I'm like, I thought everybody wanted bananas, and now they're just going black, and I've got, which it's fine. I mean, I'm not going to throw those away. The lunch meat could not be saved, obviously, gross, but the bananas I can freeze for smoothies, or I can make some banana bread or something with it. But it's just like they ask for things and then they don't eat them, and then they're like, there's nothing to eat. And I'm like, but there is. What did my daughter say? She said we were in an ingredient house. I was like, what does that mean? This is my 18-year-old. She's like, we're an ingredient house because to make anything, you have to actually make something. Like, you have to put ingredients together. Okay, because I thought that's what everybody did. So I'm guessing she meant we just don't have like quick frozen stuff anymore, because I've been trying my best to not buy that kind of stuff, which leads me to my diet has been awful. Every time I'm like, oh, I need to cut out sugar because it gives me a headache, because it messes up my stomach, because it does this and this and this, and then I don't do it. I got really addicted to the gummy nerd clusters at Christmas time. I've probably eaten 10 pounds of gummy nerd clusters this last month. I'm not even joking, because they are so good, but they are so addicting, and I've been feeling like crap, and I know that's why. It's like, well, I'm not drinking the soda like the regular Coke, but I was eating gummy nerd clusters. I'd be like listening to my favorite true crime podcasts and coloring and just sucking down those gummy nerd clusters, and then I'd wake up with fat headaches and my stomach would hurt and my joints would hurt, and I'm like, I get after the kids about when they'd eat spicy things and have like the Takis and stuff and have stomach problems. They'd put Tapatio into their top ramen with lime. I'm like, that's why your stomach hurts. It's not a coincidence. But then yet I do the same thing, because it is human nature. Like, you find something you like and you just want to keep eating it. At least for my family, it's that way. So I know, I'm like, I've got to make the change. I'm going to give myself type 2 diabetes, and it runs in my family, and I know this. And why is it so hard? Like, I know this, and I keep like imagining these scenarios where I'm at the doctor's office and he's telling me, I'm very sorry, but you have type 2 diabetes. And I'm thinking, man, if I could just go back in time and stop eating all the crap, I could change it. I need to do that. Like, and I haven't been walking as much because the weather's been bad. I haven't been doing yoga. So I'm like, I woke up this morning and I was like, something, I've got to change. I've got to do it. I've got to stop talking about it. I've got to stop just writing it down. Because I'll write it down and make these little plans in my planner and in my journal and not do it. But I've got to do it before it's too late. I found a 28-day Pilates challenge that I can use that bar that I bought when I got it for Mother's Day last year. I think I've used it like 5 times. And it's a gentle workout, which I think will be good for me. The last time I tried to do like a dance workout, it was like 3 months ago, I twisted my knee. I wasn't even doing anything funky. I think I was like doing squats. I think I have my dad's knees. I think I have arthritis in my knees. I need to do something. And I got like a well check yesterday because I'm having a colonoscopy on Wednesday. Yay, so much fun. They've changed the age so that now anybody 45 and older, they require a colonoscopy. And if it comes back clean, which hopefully mine will, my husband's did, you don't need one again for 10 years. But mine is scheduled for Wednesday. So on Tuesday, I have to drink the disgusting drink that makes you have to be near a bathroom the rest of the day. So I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not even, the colonoscopy part I don't care about. It's the fact that I can't eat the whole day before that gets me, because when somebody tells me I can't eat, that's all I want to do is eat. But I was thinking, because I'm having this procedure done, my system's going to be cleaned out, and it'll kind of be like, I feel like a fresh start, like a kickstart me into some healthier habits, so to speak. So, and I have to go get a mammogram too. I have to get that done before the end of February. But when I was doing my well check yesterday, he asked about anything else. And so I told him about my ANA levels being a little bit high, but there's not really a rheumatologist here. That the last doctor I saw at the same clinic I was at yesterday told me that there was one doctor that, a rheumatologist, but like his wait list was really long, and he only took patients that had really bad like rheumatoid or lupus, Hashimoto's. And I was like, well, my levels aren't that high. But this doctor's like, you know what? I'm just going to put the referral in anyways. He's like, you might as well just get your name on the list. And if it got really bad, I'd have to travel to like Utah, Salt Lake City. which is an option. But anyway, I'm glad he at least put the referral in for me because the other doctor wouldn't. She said it was pointless. So we'll see what happens with that because the surgery for my thumb is the last doctor I saw told me that he could do it. But if I do have an autoimmune disease, he would rather I get seen by a specialist because if it is something like lupus or rheumatoid, I don't think it's rheumatoid. I have more symptoms of lupus. If it is something like that, and I don't know if it is, but if it is, and I go and get surgery, it might not even help. So he was saying, I'd hate to do something like that to you and it not help. So, which I think is wise. Rule everything else out before I have such an invasive surgery. Because if it was just regular basal thumb arthritis like they diagnosed me with, then yes, it's going to help. But if it's something like lupus, then it might not. So anyway, we'll see. I know diet plays a lot in autoimmune diseases as well. I've really got to cut the sugar, guys. I'm so addicted to sugar. It's so freaking hard. I don't know. It's so hard. Like, I know it's not helping my hair. It's not helping my skin. It's not helping anything. Yesterday I did good. I did what I did this morning. I had 2 eggs this morning, and then later I've got some sugar-free yogurt, and I've just been putting like frozen blueberries in it, kind of as a snack. And then lunch, I was eating some lunch meat wrapped up in a string cheese. And then I'm fine. Like during the day, I don't have a problem because I'm on Adderall that kind of suppresses my appetite anyway. It's at night is when the cravings hit. The Adderall's worn off, and then I'm like, oh, I want gummy clusters and ice cream and, just sugar. And so I've really got to try to not do that. Last night was okay.
Mom, I need help.
You need help with what, babe?
This.
Girl, she made her own, I can't talk. She made her own orange juice. Go get your glasses so everybody can see. Put them on your face or in your backpack. Go get them. Did you eat your egg?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what else? This video was getting very long. What was I going to tell you guys? Oh, I made a couple shorts on the menopause. So during the summer, it was like not summer, it was like April, May, I was getting like night sweats where I would wake up drenched, like so bad. I was changing my sheets, I was changing my clothes. And so I thought those were hot flashes. And then it went away after like 2 weeks. And I was like, cool, like I'm done. No, I'm not, because the night sweats are different from hot flashes. I did not know that. I have been suffering from the worst hot flashes at night. I am literally waking up, I feel like every 30 minutes. My body feels like it's on fire, but I'm not sweating. And I have to take all of my clothes off. Like I'm butt naked. Well, not my underwear. And a couple times I've had to go stick my head into the freezer and then just start chewing on ice. Thank goodness we have that little ice maker, but it's so ugly on the counter. Anyway, it's horrible. And then I'll go back to bed and then I'm freezing because it's cold in our house and it's, winter, and we live in eastern Idaho where it's negative degrees. So I put my clothes back on and then 20 minutes later I'm hot again. It's horrible. I haven't had it too much during like the daytime. I do get it upon first waking up because I think my body's still trying to regulate itself. So I'm like trying to move around and get the kids ready for school. I'll have to like take my sweatshirt off or go stand outside in the cold for a few minutes. And I think that's why the Raynaud, like the whole hypothermia thing's been worse too, like happening faster. Like at the Ice Palace when we went, I got sick. I got really nauseous and wanted to just go to sleep and wanted to take everything off because I felt overheated, which happens with the Raynaud phenomenon. I can't say that word. It happens with that, but I was also reading that when you have menopause, your body will overheat really fast too, which is dangerous in very cold weather because you cannot take stuff off like that because I can get hypothermia really, really fast. So it's just like not a good combination, and not a good combination when you've got teenagers in the house, because it's like I was trying to explain to my daughter Jillian, who's, she'll be 13 in May, so she's 12. And so she's got, all the hormones coming into her body, which, the attitude and her body's changing and her skin's changing. And I was like, you know, because she told me, Mom, I don't know what's wrong with me. Because I'll get after her, like, what's the matter? Or, you know, why are you being rude? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I told her the other day, you know how you told me when you just don't know what's wrong? And I need to have more patience. Because she told me that, Mom, you need to have more patience with me. And I do. Because we've been like, this is me and my 12-year-old, we've been button heads. I'm like, well, you need to have more patience with me, because where your body's getting introduced to all these hormones, my body's getting rid of them all after all these years. Because that's basically what menopause is. It's like, oh, goodbye, estrogen. Don't need you anymore. Let's grow facial hair and give you hot flashes and night sweats and make you cry at everything. And 1 minute and the next minute you're like, "Urgh," and you don't know why. Welcome to menopause. She was like, what? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, girls have everything. Girls get the hormones the boys get it too for teenage years, obviously, but we have to have the periods and we have to have the hormones when you have babies. And then that nobody tells you that either when you have a kid. As soon as you deliver that kid in your placenta and all those extra hormones leave your body, that's why people get postpartum, because the baby blues, because all those hormones just in an instant leave and you're stuck with what the heck just happened. Nobody prepares you for menopause either. I'm like, how did I get here already? I'm only going to be 47, which I had a hysterectomy almost 10 years ago. So that's probably part of it. I do have my ovaries, but I had the partial hysterectomy. And I think it runs in my family for menopause. My mom got full-blown menopause at 37. Full-blown. At the same time, she quit smoking. And she'd been a smoker for like 30-something years. It was bad. Like, I remember, like, what in the world? I remember her throwing paper towels at me once I think because I said hi. I don't. But now, like, I understand what she was feeling, because my emotions are just, ugh. Plus, I'm tired from waking up all the time at night. So I got this. It's this. But it says it can take 30 to 60 days to work. They have the complete one of this, which on Amazon it was $20. At Walgreens it was $30. I don't know what it was at Walmart, but I was gonna wait, because with that FSA card my husband has, I forget what the brand was, but there was another brand that had really good reviews that was $11.99, and it wouldn't be coming out of our pocket. So he ordered that for me. I'm gonna try that first and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll probably get this one, the complete one. I just thought if that one works and it's $11.99 and we're not having to pay for out of pocket, I'd rather do the other one. But if it doesn't, then I will just make this a bill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, every month I have to spend money on this kind of stuff. But I decided to go ahead and purchase this to see if it will help with my sleep, at least until the other one gets here and kicks in. I don't know, but okay, so this was just a very long update on what's been going on in my life. So, yeah, Kennedy made herself some frozen blueberries. Let me see. Oh, you look so cute in your glasses. You're gonna need a bath. My goodness. All right, guys, that's it. I took her glasses off before she gets the blueberries all over them, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Leave me a comment, let me know how you guys are doing, and I will be better about posting videos this week. Have a great Friday. Chicken tendies. Bye.